All right, welcome to the Teachable Soul podcast. Today with me, I have Summer Bozahora and Naomi Rozak. They are both practitioners in the INside-OWT method, and we are going to learn a little bit about what that is and what that means and how you can use it yourself. Do you have any thoughts on how it differs from psychology?
I think it's different because we have a thinking brain that deals in what people have told us our whole lives. It's that chatter brain that just goes on all the time about what we've done right, what we've done wrong, what we need to do that day, how we have defined all of our life experiences to ourselves, but only in our thoughts. And we have to do that to function, even like in an evolutionary sense. That's what we have to do. But when we work in INside-OWT, we're leaving that thinking brain to the side, and we're just falling into actual human experience, to a place where not only are we inside ourselves with finding a real truth of what we've experienced, what really happened, not what we told ourselves about it, not what other people have told us about it, but exactly how we experienced what happened. And then also what our true experience is right now in our relationships right now. And then the beautiful thing is you're connecting to the energy of the universe, which also puts infinite possibility and infinite creativity in front of you, so that any truth that comes up about where you are in a relationship right now can meet that universal energy and can present any manner of choices and pathways and ways to move forward. But they feel so intrinsically true when they come up in an INside-OWT session that you don't doubt it. And you don't wonder, oh, did that really make sense? Or what the counselor said, I'm not sure if that sat well. Part of it felt good, but the other part didn't feel right. You don't have to do that, because what comes up is the truth from inside yourself. It's not somebody else putting it on you. That to me is the difference. It's work on an emotional level, but it's work about things that you may not even be able to verbalize. And verbalizing is usually important for a counseling session. But in Summer's work, Summer, you can testify to this, that sometimes it's not even verbal. Sometimes you sit with a client and there's silence for 10 minutes while they're in their own world. They're being shown things. They're being given their beautiful truths and images and solutions. And you just sit there in awe with tears streaming down your face as they go through their experience. And I'm not the one showing them what's happening or trying to push them to this other place. I'm just there holding that space for them. So it takes a little bit of the onus off me as the coach or facilitator or the counselor, and says, actually, we're all just human beings. I'm writing this together. We get to support each other in it.
Yeah.
And I think what's also interesting is that sometimes as people are working through something emotional, their logical brain will actually jump in and say, well, that's all very fine, but what about this? And we get to say, so ask that question, ask the energy that question. And then you get to integrate both. You get to integrate the whole person. You get to integrate the logical side with the emotional side and the spiritual side. And the person can leave that session not only with these emotional or realizations or truths, but also some concrete things that they can move forward with, because you also invited the logical brain in, not in complete control, but in an integrated, everything works together kind of way.
So, Summer, do you have any thoughts on how it differs from psychology?
Well, I'd have to say that Naomi did a really good job. For me, psychology is culturally based because it changes. We have a diagnostic and statistical manual, and it's updated every few years based on our human perception of what people are going through. It's really quite limited by our mental capacity to understand our mental, emotional, physical reality. And I think part of the difference is that INside-OWT, you're going inside yourself, but you're also connecting to that which is universal and timeless. So I think psychology kind of skirts around the whole spiritual issue, because spirituality is often linked to religion. And so it compartmentalizes things, which is useful sometimes, but in INside-OWT, we have connection to that which is timeless. And the universe is limitless. And because we have contact to it, we are also. Mm-hmm. In fact, once you heal yourself outside of a time-space reality, if I let go of the trauma of being sexually molested when I was 3 years old, it's like it never happened because it's not in my body anymore. And so our soul's language comes to us in imagery, comes to us in emotion and feeling. Our body is this conduit for all of it. And the language that comes to someone comes to them because the universe is so intelligent. It comes to them in the way that shows the meaning themselves. And in fact,
who really describes that best is Anita Murjani. And her quote is, "We all have access to the same divine guidance. And when you tune into that, it will come in the form that feels most familiar to you." And that truly is what Inside Out allows you to do. It allows you to go inside to understand universal principles from your own perspective. And that's what I love about it.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies, both for joining me today. I really enjoyed having you. I look forward to more future conversations with you both.
thank you, Kat.
This video and the process of Inside Out is based on my book, Soulside Out.